What it do, baby? It's your boy JB, and you are tuned in once again to the newest, hottest, freshest sports talk podcast show in the nation. Sports Talking with JB. You see it. We here live once again, baby. Shouts out to everybody out there showing us love. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching us on Twitter, X, much love to you. Appreciate y'all each and every week from joining us. Got a special show tonight, man. Special show tonight. As promised, we are doing the Bama Michigan college football playoff Rose Bowl preview. I'm going to put it on the screen real quick so you can see it. That's what we doing tonight. Rose Bowl game going down for the new year. And shouts out to Title Tile before I get started. Like always, baby. Shouts out to Title Tile. Let me get this thing right. Hold on. Let me get this thing right for the people. There we go. Title Towel, the unofficial, official sponsor of the Sport Talk with JB podcast show. And I would be remiss. The Tile World Order. Shouts out to my boy Rick for the Tile World Order. It's going down. Make sure y'all check them out on Twitter. Check us out. That's the podcasting network we got going on. And it's going down, man, in a real special way. I got a special guest on the show tonight. We're going to get right into it, man. I got a lot to talk about. We talking college football playoff, semifinal games, New Year's Six bowls. I got some NFL talk. Got a couple quick takes to talk about and a few more things. And this is the last show of 2023. And it's been a blessing, man. Shouts out to everybody out there. My boy Greg Crenshaw, what it do, baby? Crenshaw, I got to get you on here one day, boy. I got to get you on here. That's my dog, Greg Crenshaw. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Y'all light up them comments and we going to talk to y'all. Y'all chat with us tonight, man. Chat with us. All right, without further ado, let me get my dog on the show. I got my feature. Hold on. If y'all see me with a sweat rag tonight, because it's hot, it's the light, man. It's the light. But let me get my dog on the show, man. Already. Stage.
Hey.
Jay, what it do, baby? You good?
Yeah. We in there, baby.
That boy got a boom mic. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I got this. I'm about to play with a little bit, man. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I'm still messing with a little mix board. I got it for Christmas, and I want to get good with it. Try it out. See how the game go with it.
Yes, sir, man. How was your holiday, man?
Dude, awesome, man. Me, the girls, my wife. Couldn't ask for anything more, man. Family time. Jesus Christ first overall. Good time of the year, man. Great time of the year.
That's what it's all about, man.
Did you have a good one, bro?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. My son, man, he's down in Florida. He's at the IMG Academy basketball camp right now, man. Shouts out to my son.
Shout out.
Juju. Yeah, man. So he doing it big. He going to be down there this week. But for sure, dog, the TikTok. Got the TikTok going.
Okay, so shout out real quick. If you're on TikTok, Talking Bama, at Talking Bama. You spell talk with just the N and then Bama. We're over 100 followers right now. I've been posting random clips of us of the podcast on there, different things. We've had different people follow. Things are going pretty good. Page numbers are doing decent to start off with. So if you guys are watching, man, you got TikTok. Follow Roll Tide Nation and follow Talking Bama. Yeah, Roll Tide Nation is me, and then Talking Bama is going to be us for the podcast. You'll see this logo right here in your top right. That'll be the logo. That'll be the profile pic right there. I run the page for us, and it's doing pretty good though, man. Doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, for sure. And make sure y'all follow Sports Talk JB on Instagram and on Twitter X. If y'all watching us on Twitter X, man, much love to you. JT, it's about that time we've been waiting on it, man. I've been waiting. It's been what, 3 weeks now?
So I just dropped my last hype video for the Rose Bowl. Yeah, 2.0 is what I called it. And I added in some Michigan stuff, man. And I'm hyped up for this game, but I will say this because of what Harbaugh said.
What
I
did
got
he say?
Bama by 60 now because
Oh
he
my good.
compared
Oh, hold on.
he could
Whoa.
listen, bruh,
Whoa.
he compared Jalen Milroe to their backup quarterback.
That's what I saw that and I was like, what?
And
No.
first off, he's better than JJ McCartney. I don't care if you talk about his completion percentage. Okay, great. He throws
JT,
12. What's up?
I got something for you. Hold on. Keep
What's
talking.
up?
Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna pull
So
it up. Keep talking.
he throws 12 passes a game. Like, I mean, where Milroe throws 20 plus a game, 30 on a big one, you know. Like,
right.
his completion percentage should be better. He's throwing less passes, less attempts. Like, he should be doing better.
I believe
you know,
that's some bulletin board material that he just spewed out his mouth today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, but it's okay though because Saban had them boys at Disneyland today, relaxing, let the vibes come down. Yeah. Had Miss Terry out. They was out a little parade. You know, they getting a feel for Cali. And I've seen some people talking about they should be focused on the game. Hey, you can only focus on the game so much until you over focus, and then you lose. There's a balance there, man. And you got, and Saban knows it. Hey, I trust the GOAT. If he says we can go to Disneyland, we're going to Disneyland.
Saban, when you give him that much time to prepare, you're going to have to expect the best out of the team. And I ain't got no words, dog. And I know I feel like you. I know you say Bama by 60, you know what I'm saying? But I have no worries about this game, dog. None at all. Because I just feel like even with Saban having all the time to prepare, and we know the Bama way, Michigan hasn't seen nothing like this all season long. They haven't seen the type of quarterback mirror. Speaking of quarterbacks, I wanted to put this up. This is what I was looking for.
Yes. Bring it to me, baby.
These numbers now, he's got more stats, more yards, passing average, more yards per game, way more touchdowns, and that's a higher quarterback rating too.
And that's just the passing yards. We didn't even talk about
running because he got about 12 rushing touchdowns.
We ain't even got there yet. But and it's the play. And somebody I was watching the other day, I can't remember who said this, but it made so much sense. It was like when the play breaks down for Michigan, it's over with. When the play breaks down for Bama, it's just beginning, which is true. When the play breaks down for us, you get Milroe doing something that Tommy Rees or Nick Saban didn't draw up because nobody can study that on film. It's what he does. It's like a freestyle ability.
He's got much better at that too. He's got much better at that.
His decision making has gotten better where it's not a pick this time. It's he threw it out of bounds or he ran for 2 yards. You know, and he's getting better at that. And also you got to think, man, he first year coming in, he only started 2 games coming in this season. 2 games.
Right. And he was forcing those games because of Bryce injury.
Bryce. Bryce got hurt in Arkansas game. He stepped in tremendously in that Arkansas game.
Took us home, and then he started that A&M
game. And hey, keep in mind in the A&M game, Buddy had 3 turnovers, and we barely won, Yep. So think about if he didn't have two of those, and we scored a touchdown or 2. You know, and I flashback. Somebody brought this up because I posted this video today on my TikTok. I did the Orange Bowl from 2018 when we played Oklahoma, and somebody made a comment and said, "How did this team get blew out versus Clemson?" And I was like, "Well, easy. You went inside the 24 times and you scored 0 points. When you go inside the 24 times and you score 0 points,
you're gonna lose."
And we still had 16. So, like, I mean, but think about if we scored 2-3 more times, the game would have been a game. So, like, you know, you got to look in context of these games too and kind of see, you know, some of the stuff in it. Like a scoreboard can only tell part of the story of the game. Just like I think this Michigan game, Saban is not going in trying to do style points for this game. He wants to win this game.
He wants to get a win and get up out of there because we're not looking ahead, JT.
Nope.
But we looking ahead. You know, if you feel my drift. Do what we got to do to get up out of there, healthy. Hopefully,
I'm just glad it's the Rose Bowl we in. Yeah, no injuries. No injury.
And I'm glad you're right. I'm glad it's the Rose Bowl. I'm glad it's not that voodoo Sugar Bowl because I don't like that Sugar Bowl.
I don't either, bro. Especially if it's not about it. If it's not the playoffs, especially Like if it's just the bowl game, like especially I'm not on the Sugar Bowl hype because, bruh, the Oklahoma one, the Ohio State one, we
Ohio
got beat
State.
in. Utah beat us in '08. But I
Yeah.
mean, that team, their goal was the Natty, and when they lost to Florida that year, it just kind of pummeled
Same way
that
with the
year.
Oklahoma. Same way with the
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
same year that year with Oklahoma. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
But I believe we're gonna be
crazy
super
season.
focused, man, and ready for this game.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Miro and Terry Arnold with that light, man. I gotta get some lighting gear. We gotta get some lighting gear, man.
I gotta get some lane gear too. I actually got this on right here. 4th and 31.
Oh, the 4th and 31. Okay. That's
shout out to Run the Ball right
yes,
there.
sir.
My boy
Yeah, that's
Jermaine.
Yep.
Jermaine Funny Man.
Funny
Yeah.
Man. Shouts out Funny
Underneath, shout out to my wife for the Christmas present. I'm gonna show off the SEC championship.
Got the
right
SEC
here,
shirt.
baby. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm excited for this game. And
I'm gonna pull up something, bro. I don't know if you know this or not because I didn't look at this till the other day. Jalen Milroe last 5 games right here. Check this out. 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Team points per game, 42.2. Total yards per game, 285.4. And TD versus interception ratio, 17-1.
Ooh.
That's what I like. That last one at 5 games, 17-1. And he's averaging almost 300 yards total offense, 42
JT.
points.
JT, when we don't turn the ball over, we don't lose.
Oh no.
When we don't turn the ball
over. Yeah, I be seeing her on Twitter, man.
Yeah, man, that's my dog. That's my dog.
Be killing it, bro. Be killing it.
But man, for real, the keys to the victory. Now I always do keys to victory, JT. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna throw one out there, and I'm gonna ask you. Of course, it's gonna be the trenches, O-line, D-line, right?
Yeah.
We got to control it like we did against. I feel like we controlled it against Georgia. We can definitely do it against Michigan because Georgia, I feel like it's much better than Michigan on both sides of the ball. So why wouldn't we be able to turn it up one more time for this bigger game? You feel me? We done got past the big test in Georgia. Now we got to keep it going, and we got this game, and we'll be ready for the next one. But this right here, because Michigan's defense is strong. I will give them that. I'll give them that. The defense is strong. So
it is.
I need JC Latham, Tyler Book. I need all them boys to just ride them boys on.
Progner.
Push them back. Because we can run this ball.
And they've grown on that all season.
All season, dog. All
season they've grown on that. And another fact I like to point out to people because we're going to be talking head coaches here. So if you're talking head coaches, or we're talking football teams, talking head coaches, obviously. Right. I'm gonna pull this stat up here. Most bowl games coached by an active coach. Nick Saban, number 1 with 30. Mac Brown with 25, 26 now, counting today. Dabo Swinney, 19. Kurt, Iowa's coach, 19, and then Mike Gundy, 17. So
how about
that? That's what I'm saying. He isn't even in this list right here.
Harbaugh has lost so many big games.
The Super Bowl against his brother with Colin Kaepernick. People forget about that. People forget about it. Now, it's NFL. I know that, and I know
he lost.
He lost
to TCU. Come on,
he did. To TCU. So if FSU fans want to be mad right now, they need to be mad at Michigan twice. 1, they cheated in their end. 2, they lost to TCU, and it's the reason all this even is going on. If they would have beat TCU last year, it would have been Georgia, Michigan in championship. I still believe Georgia would have won. I don't see anybody beating Georgia last year, other than us,
if we would have had the opportunity.
And everybody would have been like, "Oh, well, you were 10-2, you lost 2 games." We lost 2 games off 6 points in like 6 seconds altogether in 2 games.
Because we lost
4 points. 4 points.
Point.
Yeah, you're right. 4 points. You're right. 4 points, bro. So yeah, the LSU game. Yeah, I was so mad that that game.
Tile World Order. Salute to you. Tile World Order, baby.
Yeah, I was talking with you were mentioning him earlier, Rick. I shot him my number. Yeah, he DM'd me. I'm gonna get with him and do some stuff. I'm gonna work with him on my TikTok page and told him we can hold a live show. I'm gonna get you what I'm planning to do is JB is to get the Bama Talk page up. That when it hits 200 followers, I can go live on the page and
check
I'm gonna
this
get
out.
you
Check
on.
this out too. Along with the Talking Bama, that's gonna be the spinoff to Sport Talk with JB. We trying to cook something up for the 2024.
So
we can do
what
our
I'm
own little show on the side.
yes.
Where we just talk straight Alabama. That's
Bama.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
And what I want to do
community.
And see on TikTok, bro, I can go live on my Roll Tide page, and you can get on my you can get on the TikTok, the Talking Bama, and I can bring you up on my live, and we can circle through new audience and talk with them and interact with them and bring them to the YouTube stream then. And that helps both. Then we'll have, people active there, people active here, and wherever we're on, they're listening. I do have a lot of people on my TikTok page now, looking at you, man, talking about it. When I go live now on TikTok, they're like, when you gonna be on the pod, man? We watching on Wednesday nights. I was like, I meant to get with them last week, bro. Work been crazy, holidays going wild.
Yeah, and shouts out to my
Kiddos.
podcast partner DJ Seaway. He traveling right now. He on the road right now. So shout out DJ Seaway. He'll be back next week for sure.
I was just about to ask you where Seaway was.
Yeah, he on the street traveling on the road, man. Shouts out to that boy. I got to get on him by his Cowboys. He ducking the smoke right now, but I got something for him by the Cowboys.
Tell him Miami Dolphins fan right here. Miami Dolphins fan right here, baby. Let's go.
Dolphin fan. Yes, sir.
Yeah. My wife a Cowboys fan too, though. So, I mean, that was a good game, though, bro. I mean, it was a good game. My only thing was when Michael Parsons came on there and he was talking about holding, I was like, I get it, bro. But, like, Dak grabbed the back of the helmet of Christian Wilkins and pulled him into the ground, and they threw a flag on him. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, these calls all across the board here, bro. Like, you know this more than I know this because you're a pro athlete. I'm not even a pro athlete. So you know this more than I do. But, yeah. And I get it, man. He's probably frustrated. Like, at the end of the game with Tua, I watch HBO Max. They got the little thing with the Dolphins. I watched it. When Tua went up to him at the end of the game, he's live mic, right? And Tua's giving him his roses. Tua's like, hey, dog, you that dude, da-da-da-da-da. This, that, and the third. And Michael like, yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro. You too, man. He said, I'm just frustrated, bro. You can tell he was just frustrated, man. I think, frustration a little bit.
I mean, he knows for one thing, he got a contract coming up. And he's trying to get that defensive player of the year, but I don't see it. I'm gonna talk about that later. But give me your key to the victory for this game.
All right. Key to the victory for the Rose Bowl. Yeah, so I think the key to the victory, and it's going to be a cliche thing almost, but it's going to be Milroe passing, not necessarily running, because I feel like they got a good front seven that's good for the rush. We'll get what we get, but I think they'll be probably one of our best front sevens we face.
That's right.
So, but with that being said, Milroe can also pass the ball, which people think he can't, which that's cool. I hope you think he can't. And I hope your coach thinks that too, and you don't prepare for it all week. So if that happening, I think it's going to come down to Milroe with his arm. He'll make some plays with his leg. He'll bring some guys up. When that happens, I want to see what Milroe does. And then key to the game there is we go up by 2 scores. And I like to see Michigan playing from behind because they haven't played from behind.
They haven't played from behind.
And I think from behind and a defense like ours. You're not playing freaking Tulsa's defense here. Right. You're playing the Crimson Tide, baby. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Blitz, Bama, Blitz. Yeah, man. He followed me on TikTok. I talked with him and Chad a little bit. Baby. The dude that runs his page with him, man. He's real cool people. Shout out Roll Tide Willie, man. I'm going to put this clip up on TikTok for him and give him a little shout out, man.
Yes, sir.
Love Willie.
Hey, man, so you think we can beat them over the top? You think Bond and Burton? Because they say they got a bad boy at the cornerback that's going to.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Wilson, I think. I think it's Wilson. I'm not 100% sure, but they do have one guy. Okay, so he's going to guard Bond. Who's going to guard Burton? And if we're talking stats here, here's a fun stat for everybody out here that likes stats. Jermaine Burton played at Georgia. We all know that.
Yep.
When he played at Georgia, they played against Michigan in the semifinals 2 years ago.
And what'd he do?
He had 1 catch for 57 yards and a tutty. Okay, I'm just throwing out. I'm throwing out stats that like, hey, he can get open against these guys. I know it's a different team. That's 2 years ago. I'm not saying that,
But
but I'm
Burton
saying
been
he can
cooking,
get
man.
open.
Burton been
dude,
cooking all season.
Burton, have you seen what he put on his Instagram when those people were atting him and stuff? And he was like, okay, y'all just making me the villain now.
Yep.
I like the villain role he plays. There's some Alabama fans that I've talked to are like,
that don't like him.
because he's the villain role. I'm like, hey man, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. We hadn't had that.
Don't
in a
go
very
too
long
far
time.
with it and cost us, cost us.
Yeah, and Saban, and I think Saban's preached that enough. Roman Wilson, yes, that's their wide receiver. That's the wide receiver. You are right. They have a DB, and I cannot remember his name, but Wilson is their wide. That's their only playmaker. Now we're gonna shadow Terrion and Kool-Aid probably over him. Those two will probably rotate depending on what side of the field he's on. And then over the top, we're gonna have guys, Caleb Downs mixing in.
We're gonna have all the tackles.
Key is really good too. He's played good too. Trey Amos has had some decent snaps.
That's right.
Yes. So I mean, like we got, and Lawson's going to be 100% healthy for this game. Our defensive caller, and that'll take some pressure off Campbell, where you're going to see number 30 Campbell be able to play without having to call the plays.
Yes,
he's going to be able to just go in there and do his thing. And if you look at that Tennessee game, he's in the right place in the right time there. He's in the right place in the right time against Auburn, muff punt. The ball finds this man. The ball finds it. He does. And you can't coach that. That's just something that when you're on the field, you develop it. It happens. You follow game script. You're tuned into the game at another level, and then you get lucky too sometimes. Sometimes it's the way the ball rolls, because you can drop a football 5 times and it can bounce 5 different ways, so. It ain't like a basketball.
That DB, I think, is Will Johnson, number 2.
I knew it was something with the wheel. Wilson, Will, yeah. Will Johnson.
Yeah. Yep. He's 6'2", 200 pounds.
Good size. But hey, this is another thing, and this is an Ohio State fan. I'm gonna quote one here from my TikTok page. He said Michigan's not ready for Alabama speed. Shout out to my boy Truth from TikTok. He's an Ohio State fan. And he said the one thing that's going to separate Bama is Bama's going to have a field track meeting with them boys, saying that they're just not fast enough.
He said
Bama's going to speed's going to kill.
They do play a
Isaiah Bond.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they play a 2003 to 2007 type of ball. They run the ball, throw the ball 2 times a quarter, and run the ball the rest. Because they're winning. They can do that.
You can do that.
But who's applied pressure?
You can run the ball like you did against Penn State the whole second half.
Because you're ahead. You control the game.
Don't have offense.
Yep.
But guess what? Bama coming.
We do.
We do with it. We didn't have to score a lot of points against Georgia. Guess what? Because our defense was strong and we was playing hard all game long.
I went and did some numbers too real quick on this, JB. And the beginning of everybody talks right now at the end of the season. They're saying, well, Alabama's defense efficiency isn't good, nor is their offense efficiency good. And they're talking about where we're ranking at right now. And I was like, I went back and looked. And at the beginning of the year, we were ranked like 50 and 60 in most of those categories until about week 6 or 7, we turned things around. So in September, October, we were in the 50s and 60s in defensive and offense efficiency. And then if you look at the back half, we're at number 4, number 5 for the last 2 months. But now, because of how heavy weighted we were at the beginning of the year, those numbers don't show so good. We're still in the 20s and 30s. Yes. So that's why I pulled up those last 5 games with Milroe, and I said 5-0, 42 points a game, 285 yards total offense, 17-1 TD intra. Like that. That's where people's got to understand that Bama is rolling now. It isn't. Everybody's like, well, you put up 17 points against South Florida. I'm like, yeah, bro. It was like week 3. Milroe didn't start, and even if Milroe would have started that game, even with the bad game against Texas week 4, we put up 30 or 40 with Milroe.
They got easy. People. They look at they want to when they critique Bama. This is what they do, JT. They look at our bad points in the season. They go all the way back to week 2, week 3.
Oh yeah,
they go back
anywhere they can find it.
Almost lost to Arkansas. Y'all barely beat. Come on, man. It was homecoming. It was 11 o'clock in the morning kickoff. They was out partying, drinking, having sex all night on Friday. Had to get up early on Saturday morning and play this homecoming game.
And I was at that game, and I'll tell
I
you
was
right
there
now,
too. And we started
that
off
game,
good.
yes,
Lit up off the gas.
that's exactly what it was, man. We started. I remember looking at my wife about halftime. I said, "Oh, we gonna run away with this one now. We killing them." And then we just we got complacent. Like you just said though, these are college kids we're talking about too here. Everything you just said is true, bro.
Yes.
They're on a college campus with not only are they on a college campus, they also are millionaires, partially. Some of them. Like at the age 17, at 18, 19, 20 years old. Some of these 17-year-olds signing these deals are instantly millionaires.
That's right.
Like that Dylan Raiola, whatever his name is. Going to Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah, that's a couple million signed to start off with. Like that's just starting pay, you know. Marvin Harrison next year, if he comes back, they're quoting at $25 million for one season.
I think that's capped though. He ain't coming back, man. Come on, that's a little egregious in my opinion.
That would be wild, bro.
That's
wild. And if they do that, JB, if they do that, just know this. The NFL gonna change their policies on how they pay rookies because they ain't about to miss out on this money.
Go up. That's right.
Because I told people the other day, I said NIL is gonna change the rookie money because the NFL ain't gonna wait out on money loss right here, especially like Marvin Harrison. You know how many jerseys they'll sell the first year wherever he goes?
That's what I'm saying.
Freaking wild. Like Marvin Harrison Jr. is
stuff like that.
Yes. And not even Ohio State fans. Like I'm a Bama guy. When a certain Bama player goes somewhere, I go buy their jersey. I don't care if I'm a fan of the team or not.
Yeah, because you love the player. You fall in love with it when he's a part of us. All these Bama guys in the NFL, they are a part of us.
Oh, hey, fun fact on that real quick. We're going to bring that up. So Saban now has put a first rounder in every single position in the NFL except for special teams.
I saw that.
So listen, until your coach even can do one side of the ball, don't even argue me about the GOAT. Because he is the GOAT.
That is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
End of discussion. And that's
end of it.
Reason,
yeah.
Man, you gotta take Saban over Harbaugh.
Yeah. Oh, easy. And if you're a Michigan fan and you say Jim over Saban, you are just drunk. And you I need to know what you smoking on, dog. Cause it's gotta be some good because boy, ain't no way. But
I know they scared. JT,
I've had Michigan fans tell me over the past couple of weeks, bro, that the biggest thing they're worried about is Nick Saban. They keep saying it. Nick Saban. And then I agree with them. I would be worried about it too. Give Nick Saban too much time, in my opinion.
So they still got Michigan 1.5 point favorite.
It went down. It was 2. I was wondering it went down.
But whoever putting that money on Michigan, I feel sorry for them. The only way, I'm going to say this right here, JT, I'm going to say the only way we so happen to lose this game, we had like 4 turnovers and just stuff just don't go our way.
We would lose it ourselves.
Yeah, we beat ourselves. That's the only way we lose this game. I mean, Michigan is a good team. They're here for a reason. I give them the credit. They're here for a reason. They beat everybody who was on the schedule, and they made it there unscathed. I give them that.
I'm just iffy on it, man, because they're cheating, and then now they have a recruiting violation.
Yep.
And
Harbaugh's gonna get up out of there, man.
Like, what in the world, dude? Now a recruitment violation?
He's gonna tuck his tail and run after he lose this game. He's probably gonna leave Tuesday. He probably, when he fly back to Michigan, his stuff already probably gonna be packed. His stuff gonna be packed up. He gonna have it all ready, and he gonna tuck tail. Because guess what? The NFL got one more week after this week. After that next week of the NFL, that Black Monday, what they call it, when them coaches get fired, Harbaugh he gonna be on the list. Top of the list.
That, and then they also talked about Brian Kelly being a hot topic for that Michigan coach because they said that LSU isn't a fit for him. And I was like, what? You only been there a year or 2 now. You know, like
go Coach Herbert. Yeah, go Coach Herbert. I believe Belichick gonna go Coach Herbert though, but that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I do. I think he goes.
Belichick gonna go down there.
Yeah, and if you're the Chargers, you throw him a bag, whatever he wants. You throw him a because you ain't never had nothing like this. You have never had a coach at this type of level you're about to get, ever. very few NFL franchises can even say that. Don Shula, Miami's probably the only one I can argue it.
Can
And
say
Mike
that.
Dickness pretty good. John Madden was good,
Yeah.
legend. Shout out to the GOAT there. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good one there, bro.
Give me your well, I'm gonna do this, JT. We both picking Bama.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
So let's predict these games, this New Year's
Okay.
Super Bowl. Let's go and predict these games, man.
I'm hype
Ohio
about these
State,
too.
yeah, Ohio State, Missouri, man. That's that game Friday, right? That's Friday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Who you got and what's the scope?
I've went back and forth on this one. But I'm going Missouri. Reason I'm gonna go Missouri here is they're gonna keep their whole team basically still there. Kyle McCord's gonna be not at this game for Ohio State. Some Ohio State fans are okay with that and cool with that.
Not playing.
And so that's cool, but we don't. It's a lot of uncertainty there. Missouri's really good.
And Missouri's gonna play. They gonna play hard.
I got Mizzou probably like a 31-17 score. Okay. I'll take Mizzou on that. Maybe give Ohio State 24. Just depends on how the game goes. But I got Mizzou. I think they get that game actually, pretty well there. You want me to run it or?
Oh, no, I'm gonna ask you then. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm with LB. You got Missouri by 4. I got Missouri 38. I got Missouri 38-34. I got Missouri 38-34.
Okay.
Yeah, I got them by 4 too. That's a good pick. Orange Bowl, no need to say who you think gonna win that game. How much Georgia gonna beat Florida State by?
Yeah, because they have one quarterback on their roster right now, I think, Florida State. Yeah, so hope Buddy don't get lit up. But I got Georgia. Probably by probably 21. I'm gonna go 42-21. I'm actually going to do that. And I'm going to give them some late touchdowns when Georgia subs in some guys that don't know the schemes as well.
I feel
but I do think Georgia balls out in this game. People are like, well, they got some opt-outs at Georgia. Yeah, they do. But at the same time, Georgia has 4 or 5 stars all across the board, just all like Bama.
Across the board. That's
so
right.
There's just another guy waiting to go.
And Carson Beck going to play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you look what Bryce Young and Will Anderson did last year, that almost set the tone for a lot of people. Yeah, I got Georgia by 21, LB.
21,
I'm with you on that.
By 21.
Yeah. I got them 42-21.
42-21. I got them 41-17. I got them going. I got them big. I got them 41.
Yeah, got them big.
Got them big. Peach Bowl. Okay. Lane Kiffin.
Excited about this one.
Ole Miss and Penn State. You got Lane with the offense, Penn State with the defense. Who you liking in this one?
I got Ole Miss, man. I think Lane Kiffin's got the ball rolling right now. Over the past couple of years, he's had 2 back-to-back 10-2 seasons. Yeah. That's great. I think that's something to build on as well as those 2 of those losses. One was to Bama each year, so keep that in mind there.
I know he happy he ain't got to play on this year.
Yeah, he got a chance to run it. Penn State, and Penn State do has Drew Aller, really good quarterback, young guy learning. Their defense is good.
Score.
But that's where I'm getting. They cannot score. I got Ole Miss 38, Penn State 21. Okay. I'm gonna stick around some. I think people get garbage touchdowns in these games, and that's why I kind of give them. I give an extra 7 points if I feel like it's going to be 14. I feel like they'll get a garbage touchdown at the end because you pull guys. It's a bowl game.
Yeah.
If you got an opportunity, you let somebody else get a snap or 2 in. And I think, some of that can come back to haunt you a little bit.
I think Lane going to run it up. I think Lane, I'm going to go 48. I'm going to go 48-24.
Oh, that's a big one.
I think Lane going to run it up just because.
Ole Miss by 17. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I think Junkins going to have a big game. I think Junkins, the running back's going to have a big game.
Jenkins, yeah. Good running back. I like Darts too, man. He's really good.
He all right, but
I like him.
Yeah, I think Lane gonna use that as a platform to showcase.
They shouldn't even have did this next one, boy. They set Liberty up, boy. They said even though Bo ain't playing, I don't think.
Bo ain't playing. Bo said he playing.
He is. He is.
Yeah. Bo said he playing.
Oregon by 60, maybe 66. Maybe 60. They pissed off. Maybe 66, bro.
Bo Nix finna play. Look, this gonna be his last game.
Yep.
This gonna be his last game as Khalid. I believe gonna go out there and use this as some videotape for the draft.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 7 touchdowns.
You said 60?
Yeah, bro. I legit think Oregon's gonna score 60 in this game. I legit think that. I'm not even joking on that. That now Liberty might score a couple times. I said win by 60, but I think Oregon drops 60 in this game.
But damn it, 63-14. You like that? You like that?
Yeah. Because I'm on something like that. They probably won't score more than 14. Oregon's defense is actually pretty solid. Not saying it's elite, but it is way better than what Oregon has what been their Achilles heel for many years. And their Achilles heel against Washington was they couldn't keep up with Washington's pace, and Washington ran the game both times.
Yeah, and shouts out to Liberty just for running the table and making it.
Yeah. I'm not hating.
Florida State, Liberty is undefeated too. And
so they should have been in. They should have been in. Yeah.
About they need to be in the college football playoff. Liberty just happy getting a $1 million bowl game, going to the field,
getting paid,
and getting their ass whooped by Oregon. They happy with that.
And then next year they'll have a shot. Next year they'll probably be the 12th seed because the 12th seed will be for a non-power conference champion. It will be like Liberty.
I think they'll probably be a high seed because you get the Power 5 and then you get
it'll be the Power 4 now because the Pac-12 is kind of disappearing. I mean, it'll have like a couple teams, but I think in the offseason they'll sign contracts elsewhere.
Yeah, they'll get it. They get it right.
Yeah, they will definitely. So, let's get on to the game right here, the Rose Bowl.
Well, give me your score. Hold on. Let's skip that one. Let's go to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Sugar Bowl. Texas. We haven't talked nothing about Texas and Washington. 2 different styles. But I'm gonna tell you what, Washington can run the ball.
Yes.
They can run the ball. Dylan Johnson, they got a good running back.
And they can pass it really good.
And they can pass the ball. They have a balanced attack, actually.
Defense scares me on Washington. Their defense efficiency for the whole season was 42, and I double back on that because in the games they did play against other teams, they were close games because Washington's defense was the Achilles heel for them.
Right. So who you got? You got Texas or Washington?
I got Texas in this game. I know people are going to be cliche because I want that rematch, but I actually think Texas can beat them. Reason I think Texas can beat them, physical. I think up front, Texas is going to be more physical on defense, and that offensive line has not seen that defense of Texas, and they're going to create a lot of pressure. And I know they pass the ball from the pocket a lot, and he's not known as a scrambler, Penix. But he's going to have to be in this game. They're going to move him. He's going
to be getting up off his ass a lot. I believe he's going to get sacked a lot.
Yes, that's the other part. See, that or he's going to have to move, bro. Like, it's going to be one of the two there. That's going to be the trendsetter of the game.
And he really move.
I know. I mean, I think he can. He's just not. I think he's not a mobile guy necessarily, but he can do enough. Kind of like I say when Drake sings. He don't sing, but he makes it sound good.
Right.
So I feel like Buddy, he ain't no athlete, but he can make it look good,
Now,
so that's how I feel, Yeah. So that's what I'm getting at, So we'll see how that goes. But I think Texas, I got Texas 31-24. I'm gonna take a 7-point game.
Right out, I was about to say 34.
Dang.
I was about to say 31-24. Okay, I'm with you on that. 31.
Just right, yeah. Hey, great minds think alike.
Back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And I believe whoever had a lead in the fourth quarter will be able to hold them off, and that's what I believe will happen.
I agree too.
All right, Rose Bowl, Bama, Michigan. What's the score?
Bama, Michigan. Granddaddy of them all, baby. Rose Bowl. I'm taking Bama in this one. Obviously, I got Bama 31-21. I give Michigan a late touchdown. But I think we control the game in this game. I think that we apply pressure where it's needed. I think Kevin Steele's schemes are going to be very great on the defensive side. And that's something that's going to help set the game up. How we scheme against Blake Corum running the ball versus how we scheme a verse of Milroe on offense. So we'll see kind of how that one unfolds. I got Bama 31-21. I got us on a clean game, no turnovers. I do think we control this game from start to finish, though.
That's right. That's
and,
right.
and LB, I'm with you. I do see us could possibly win by 20. I just don't like to predict that necessarily.
you just like you like to aim low. And, yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Hey, and then I'm good, bro. If we win by 20, hey, I'm cool with being wrong in that
That's
scenario.
right.
I'm fantastic with being wrong in that scenario.
Well,
and I do see a way where we can win by that.
JT, I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. I got Bama. I'm gonna go one better. I got Bama 38-17.
38-17. Oh,
17.
Yeah. Alabama LSU score in
I got old 38-17.
14, I think.
I got it 38-17. So hey man, did we pick all SEC teams to win?
Yeah, we did. We did, bro. Okay. We did.
We're not biased, man, but we do talk SEC.
I love SEC. I'm not biased if I felt now the one I feel we could be wrong about is Ohio State. If any one of those teams win and beat up SEC team, I think it's Ohio State because Ohio State is arguably one of the best teams in the country still.
That's right.
If they had a different quarterback, I think that Michigan wouldn't even be in this. Kyle McCord threw that pick in that game, and I think that just kind of that hurt a little bit. You know?
Yeah, man. But dog, you got big plans watching the game. How you gonna watch the game on Monday?
Actually, I've went ahead and requested off the moment it happened, man. I'm gonna be live on TikTok. I'm gonna live stream it. My wife's gonna record me. I'm gonna have a fan base in there with me. If you guys want to watch the game with me and some other guys, come on in. It's Roll Tide Nation right here at the bottom of the screen on TikTok.
I think
I'm gonna be live streaming.
I think I'm gonna pull it up on my iPad. Had a game right there. Me and DJ Seaway gonna be watching the game, and we always do. And yeah, I think that's a good idea.
JB, bro, we just met this year, bro, at the end of the Iron Bowl and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's so we got time to plan it off season. You know, you my North cousin. So we definitely getting together for some games in this 2024 year, bro. We can stream, get together, link up.
First thing first, A-Day.
A-Day, yes. April, baby. Let's go.
A-Day. So
my language ain't for everybody. Hey, LB, I don't know if you saw my video, but I'm in the same boat, bro. My language is not for everybody. That's why I do it at my house.
That's right.
Where I pay the bills.
On here, but when you're at the house, you can say what you want to say, baby. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. Yeah. So that's why I stay home. Raw and authentic, man. That's what when I saw you, I said, man, I'm gonna reach out to this dude.
And I appreciate it, bro. Man, you one of the people that reached out to me that I knew was real from the jump. And I'm big on realness, man. And that's why I like Pat McAfee so much. Pat don't get up there and sugarcoat.
He said
and say what?
Same way.
Yeah, they don't sugarcoat it, man. And I like that. I don't like when they get up there and they play off a ESPN screen or whatever company they work for.
They pacify and do all
Colin Howard, freaking Skip Bayless, all of them. I cannot stand those guys, bro.
That's right.
Like, they're the
this
worst.
This is the new wave, man. This is
yes. What we're doing right now, bro.
Social media.
10,000,000% what the wave is, bro.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times people talk about this. You can.
And that's the way. JT,
but hey, what's up? Go ahead, bro.
So next week, okay, we're gonna be in 2024. After the game, what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna get with you. We probably I probably won't be after this game. It probably will be if we win a national championship. We're gonna have to do something immediately, probably the next day.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Or something like that. We're gonna have to go and jump on here immediately.
What we need to do, JB, bro, is if we make the natty, bro, we need to live stream and talk and call the game. Pre-game show, yes.
Let's do
I'll call the game, but I'll get on.
But see, I'm a little different.
Blood money win row, baby. He's down by the 50.
I know you'll do it, but I want to sit right. I don't want nobody to say nothing to me. I'm put my phone on DND. I don't even like to tweet no more during the game. I just want to watch it.
I know, bro.
That game is up.
Man, I tweeted the other night in the Miami game against Tennessee, boy, and we ended up losing, bro. And that one hurt so bad, dog. I ain't tweeting no more during the game.
I didn't even want to bother you. I saw it. I was like, man, I know JT hurt.
I ain't want to tweet no more. I don't want to tweet no more during the damn games.
All right, well, let me ask you one more question. I'm going to ask you one more question.
Go ahead, bro.
Talking about Dolphins and Ravens. Y'all going to beat the Ravens?
All right, man. I said this last night on live with some Raven fans. So, obviously, the Ravens, great team. Miami, great team as well. Our defense is coming around right now on Miami. And I think that's going to play a big role. I also think that we can get it done. If you've seen Tua through last time we played Ravens, Tua had 6 touchdowns, almost 600 yards. Yeah, had a huge game. My daughter was born that day, my youngest daughter actually, and I was watching that game at the hospital like, I'm hoping something like that happens again. I do think Miami can win, but I think the Ravens are so high off beating the 49ers right now that they may be riding in with their sunglasses on, and Miami could come in ready to work, ready to do it. I like Miami Daniels. He's got Miami rolling. He's the guy down there. Tua's the guy. Everything's going good in Miami. This is their shot. This is literally this is their shot.
So
this year or next year.
Gonna win the game?
I say yes. I got Miami 28-24.
You don't seem that confident.
I'm not as confident as I am when it comes to Miami and Bama because, as you can tell, my Miami Dolphins career, I'm 31. About 20 years now I've been a Dolphins fan. So the 20 years I've been a fan, we've won the division once. So
you know what?
I'm not as confident, bro. I'm just
was in the division. That's why.
Oh, I know. But hey, fun fact about that. Miami's the only NFL team with double-digit wins against Brady while he was there. So fun fact about that.
Yeah.
I get, we had 12 wins on them, and now we lost 24 times, but we did have 12 wins on them though. So
well,
at least
y'all not like Buffalo, who was like 3-36 against Brady.
Yeah, we had some dubs, and we had the Miami Miracle against them and knocked them out of the first round bye, and that was the best thing ever.
Couldn't get that, man. I remember that.
Kenyon Drake put them scoots on that boy. But I woke my whole house up with that play. My wife got up. She told me, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "We ran it back." She's like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "Nothing. We're not in the playoffs, but still." But yeah,
y'all
man.
Gonna be in it this year, though.
Well, yeah, no matter what we are in the playoffs, I do want Miami to get the bye though, and we will host a playoff game.
Y'all ain't gonna get that bye. See, that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna let you go. The Ravens playing for the bye. The Chiefs ain't looking too good.
I don't think they're gonna get the bye.
And then Tyreek is still a little hampered. He played.
He is, bro. I know he's wimp.
Waddle hurt.
I know, bro. High ankle sprain. Probably gonna miss him 2-3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah, I know. The only thing I can think of, bro, if they get Devon Achane going and get him rolling. Now we do have Chase Claypool and we have Cedric Wilson.
That ain't saying much though.
I know. I'm just saying.
Trying to talk yourself into we got
solid backups. I ain't saying they solid. They're not Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. No, they're solid though. And I think if we can control with our defense emerging, I think we can control Lamar. We can control the game a little bit, But, we'll see. I'm not as confident. If I have to put a percentage on it, I probably I feel like 60-40 on my 28-24. I'm about 60-40 there. The Ravens are a good ball club, man. Lamar's playing right now. He showed you last night why he is the MVP. Or a candidate, because I believe Tua and Tyreek Hill have a strong case as well, which even though I know Hill missed a game there, I mean, but look at them, bro. Would Miami even be the team they are right now without Tua or Tyreek Hill?
But see, that's the thing. No. That's the thing, JT. They gonna split the vote, just like Purdy out of it. Purdy had 4.
He shot himself in the foot last night.
He's out of it. Dak Prescott's out of it. So, in my opinion, I got Lamar in the league. He's right there. Lamar.
Yep.
Christian McCaffrey's still in the conversation.
Oh, C-Mac. Yeah.
He's still in the conversation. And then you got Tyreek and you got Tua.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think, whoever win this game right here, if Tua goes off, he could probably take it
because he's already leading he's leading the lead right now in passing already. Tua is. So he goes off and they're like, hey, he went off and they won and he's leading the lead. Yeah.
But I believe it's gonna be a quarterback. So I believe probably Lamar or Tua, and I believe the offensive player of the year will probably be Tyreek or C-Mac.
Hey, so I know we big Bama fans and I'm about to have to go too, but on one thing before I go, bro. Years ago, man, when Tua was at Alabama, I joked around one year. That's before the Tank and Tua thing came out. And I said, man, we're going to draft Tua. This when Tua had threw that touchdown on Georgia or whatever. I said, in a couple years, Miami going to draft Tua, bro. We're going to be good. Yeah. And my homeboy was sitting there and he was like, Nah, man, I put it on Facebook too. Then I'm gonna go post this so in a couple years I can go back on my memories and share this and be right. And 2 days ago I reshared it, bro. And it was from when I called years before in like 2017 when Tua to the Dolphins.
Well, he was
and
a
it
freshman.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it happened. And then now what Tua's done and turned Miami around, man. I just think they're like there's a lot of hate to go to that man.
It
and
does.
it's unfair sometimes for him because like all he does is show up and play. You know what I'm saying? He plays, what's in front of him. Also, if Mike McDaniels would have been his head coach from the start, this would have been a whole different conversation because what's his name screwed.
Brian
There was
Flores,
some
he screwed it up.
man,
Yeah, Flores.
man.
He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't
They
want
said,
Tua. That's what it was. He didn't want
yeah, and they said he used to like downplay Tua, would tell him to his face, we shouldn't have drafted you. We should have drafted Mac Jones. And like, you can't do that, bro. Like, and expect the quarterback to go out there and be good for you or play with confidence, like,
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm finna slide out though, Jay. I gotta go to work in the morning, man. But
yes, sir.
Fun talking to you, man. I'm gonna check the show out tomorrow and check out the clips, bro. I'm gonna chop up some stuff. Y'all follow us on TikTok, Talking
Follow
Bama.
us on TikTok.
Roll Tide Nation.
Bama, Roll Tide Nation.
Yeah. And hey, bro,
y'all watching this on Twitter. It's always we live on Twitter. So
heard.
It's right. Yeah,
shout out to the Twitter world. I am Jay Glaze. If you want to follow me on there.
Follow that man. Y'all follow that man. I am Jay Glaze.
But real quick, bro, I'm gonna hit your line up before we play on Monday too. Okay. Because I want to talk to you and get some things right before the game, man. I'm gonna be nervous right for the game, so I'm gonna have some Bama fan talk too, real quick.
I bring that positivity, baby. I ain't never scared.
Yeah,
baby.
Love it. Tell Seaway, man. Tell him I said what's up. Safe travels, all that good stuff, brother. And I'll see y'all boys next week, bro.
All right, bro. JT.
Yep, we'll see you, bro.
Yes, sir. JT up out of here. All right, man. That was my boy JT, Super-BAMA Fan. Y'all follow him on Twitter. I am Jay Glaze. And the TikTok is Roll Tide Nation. Man, he's always fun to talk to, man. Fun to talk to. Let me put the tip jar. That's the tip jar right there, man. This is a non-profit. We ain't getting paid for this thing, but it's a tip jar. You want to leave a tip right there. Cash out Future Star NT. I got some big things going on in 2024. 2024, we got some big things. I'm going to talk about it before I end the show, but I'm not done with the show yet. I'm not done with the show. So, first thing first, I got to do this. I got to do this right here, man. For the Detroit Lions. Shouts out to my dog. He told me, he was like, hey, man, we got to talk about these Detroit Lions. The NFC North champions. There we go right there. I'm going to show y'all some love, man. Showing y'all some love right now. Detroit Lions, they have came all the way from the bottom. They was 0-16 not too long ago. And if you don't believe me, check this out. Y'all see it right there? Let me get this off the screen. Y'all see it right there? 0-16, that's what the Detroit Lions were. Now, we're going to talk about Detroit Pistons in a minute, so let me get that off the screen real quick because I don't want to talk about the Detroit Pistons right now. Let's go back to the Lions. So, y'all know they got Jameson Williams, Jameer Gibbs, and Bama, but Dan Campbell should win Coach of the Year. That's right. Dan Campbell got them boys playing. They have won the North. They got a home playoff game. They about to beat the Cowboys. They're going to go to Dallas and beat the Cowboys on Saturday night. And them boys playing good ball, man. Shouts out to Jared Goff, too, man. He a little up and down. I'm worried about Jared Goff a little bit. But I think they got a good team. And I got to show them some love because I don't want people saying, man, if I ain't showing your team a lot of love, just holler at me. I'll show them love. I ain't got no problem with that. And shouts out to my dog. Make sure y'all follow him at grind_stat3. Y'all follow him, man. He told me to show love. And matter of fact, I'm looking at his Twitter now. His Twitter is called the TD offices of Montgomery and Gibbs. That's David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs, the running backs. But yeah, them boys, they balling. They balling. Got to give them love. Also got to show some love to Amari Cooper, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, man. Look at that game. That's one game. 11 receptions, 265, 2 touchdowns. That boy, hey, he went back to Bama. He went back to Bama mode. Amari Cooper did this past Sunday. Cleveland Browns are in the playoffs. Well, they're not yet in the playoffs, but they damn near control their own destiny. And Amari Cooper then showed up and showed out. And let me give this other young man some love. The NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Puka Nacua. They call him Puka, like Luka. And he had 9 receptions and 164 and a touchdown. Scored, man, this dude here came out of nowhere. I ain't never heard of him until this year. And he has showed up and showed out over 1,000-yard reception, leading the team. And the Rams are in the playoff hunt. They control their own destiny. So shouts out to them guys right there. I got some more love for the defense right here. Top 5 leaders in sacks. You got J.J. Watt leading the charge. Trey Henderson, Danielle Hunter, Khalil Mack, Josh Allen, and then right down there is Max Crosby for the Raiders. I feel like T.J. Watt is the defensive player of the year. That's what I feel. T.J. Watt has been playing ball. I know Michael Parsons, for some reason, is leading. He's supposed to be defensive player of the year, Michael Parsons. That's what they say. But I don't see it. I see T.J. Watt being that man. And then you also got other guys like Myles Garrett and any guy on this list right here. If you putting up those numbers like this in today's NFL, hey, you got a bag coming to you. If you ain't already got that money, you got a bag coming to you. So shouts out to those guys. What else I had to talk about? Oh, big news right here, y'all. I got to read this. I got to read this real quick. If you've been on Twitter today, you probably know Russell Wilson and what's going on. But I'm going to read it. I'm going to leave that on the screen while I read what happened to Russell Wilson. All right, so the Broncos apparently approached Russ 2 days after they beat the Chiefs and told him that he will be made inactive for the rest of the season if he don't adjust his contract. And Jordan Schultz reported this. So Russ was shocked to hear that. Both of the sides got into a major dispute on how to proceed. Now, today, Russ has been benched for the rest of the year for guess who? Guess who? Jarrett damn Stidham. Jarrett Stidham from Auburn. Played at Auburn. Jarrett Stidham, who's been, I didn't even know he was still in the damn league, to be honest with you. I had no idea he was the bag-o quarterback for the Denver Broncos. You got Russell Wilson, a Hall of Fame, Super Bowl winning quarterback on your team. The Broncos, who started out bad, I will give them that. They started off terrible. The defense gave up 70 damn points to the Dolphins. But guess what? They won 5 straight. They got back in the playoff contention. Lost a tough game last week. But it's not over. They're not out of the playoffs yet. So what you telling me, Sean Payton, you giving up. Sean Payton is giving up. He done threw his hand in. He don't want to play no more. Because if you want to believe that Jarrett Stidham gives your team the best chance to win and possibly make the playoffs, then you a damn fool and you don't need to be coaching in the NFL. Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer. Now, I know I said what I had to say about Russell Wilson, saying that, he wasn't the same Russ, don't let him cook and all that stuff. But the man is a professional. He's a true professional. Now, he's got his ways, but the man has won a Super Bowl. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He is a Hall of Fame player. You cannot bench this guy and tell me that Stidham gives your team the best chance to win. That's hot garbage. That's boo-boo. That's terrible, man. And I'm mad at that. I'm not the biggest Russ fan, but I respect the man. And I'll be damned if anybody can say that he don't deserve to play. But it's all about money. It's all about money. And if that's the case, the Broncos should have never gave him all that damn money in the first place. They gave him $250 million. $250 million. I think it was 250. It could have been more than that. A contract up to about $250,000 they gave him a year ago, I believe, and he still owed a whole lot of money. So they're gonna cut him in March after they pay him a slice of the money they owe him, so they won't have to owe no more damn money. That's crazy. But that's how the NFL do you. That's how they do you. So to all you young players out there, when you finally get that bag, when you get your money, make sure you invest it. Because once things don't go the way that the coaches and the GMs and the owners want it to go, they'll cut your ass like grass. Straight up. Straight up. So make sure you get your money, you invest your money. You're going to earn your money if you play good ball. True enough. But you got to invest. And you got to play the long game. Don't go out there trying to get by. You got to do what you got to do to protect your investment, which is yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about that, man. Russell Wilson has had a great career. He's going to go to another team. He still got some football left in him, and I hope he thrives. So that's all I'm going to say about that, man. But that's terrible, though. That's terrible. Speaking of terrible, put this on the screen. The Detroit Pistons. Y'all see them down there. That's not the record. Now, right now, the Detroit Pistons are 2-28. They have lost 27 straight games. They are on pace to be 5-77. That's the pace they on. And this is Detroit, man. It's like Detroit has had some of the worst, single season records in major sports history right there. You see the Detroit Tigers and the Red Wings and the Lions 0-16. But these Pistons, man, I don't understand how you can lose 27 basketball games in a row and you play in the damn NBA. And in the NBA, teams get up for some games, teams get down for some games. When you play the Pistons, every team on there is looking at the calendar and they putting a W by the Pistons. And I guarantee you they're not playing them that hard because they losing every game. And it's not normal to lose all these games in a row. It's not normal. Sums up. They got a coach in Monty Williams who just 2 years ago took the Phoenix Suns to the NBA Finals where they lost to the Bucks. But he took them to the NBA Finals. Monty Williams won the Coach of the Year. I think it was just last year. He won the Coach of the Year with the same Phoenix Suns. Fast forward to the offseason, he leaves Phoenix for whatever reason and gets the bag from Detroit. He got, I don't even know how much, but it's a big contract. He's one of the highest paid coaches in the NBA right now. And you mean to tell me you can't get these boys up to win a game, not even one game out of 27 games in a row? You played 30 games so far. You only won 2. You won 2 out of the first 3, and you lost every game since. I don't understand, dog. I mean, everybody's professional. This is NBA. Everybody getting paid. Everybody making millions of dollars. Y'all can't play hard enough to win a game. I saw the other night, they lost to the same damn team twice. 2 games in a row, the Brooklyn Nets. And that's not saying much. The Brooklyn Nets are all right. They ain't all that. But shouts out to Cade Cunningham, though. Cade Cunningham was drafted number 1 overall, I think 2 or 3 years ago, out of Oklahoma State. He's been balling. He had 41 points last night. He played his ass off. He's damn near in tears after the game because the team can't seem to win. I don't have the answers for it. I feel like if I had to say so, fire the damn coach. Monty Williams, you got to get up out of there, man. You can't get these boys a win. You can't coach these boys up. He already lost the locker room. So if you keep losing like that, you have developed a losing mentality, and it's going to keep going all season long. So you got to get him out of there first thing first. Then you got to get on the phone and say, man, anybody want some of these potential players who could thrive on other teams? You got to go get you some players who want to be there, who want to play. And then you got to get you a hungry coach who wants to come up and wants to play. Reminds me of the Las Vegas Raiders situation in football. You got McDaniels up out of there. Josh McDaniels. He's underachieving. Got him out of there. You got Antonio Pierce in there. He's hungry. The boy he's playing. He got them boys in playoff position. Antonio Pierce could actually get the Raiders in the playoffs. They winning games. They just beat the damn Chiefs on Christmas in Kansas City. Come on now. So you mean to tell me there's no coaches out there who's hungry, who can get these boys up to win some games that they don't supposed to win and play good ball in Detroit? Monty Williams not doing his damn job. So I'm going to put it on him first. Because you got good enough players to at least win 5 games out of 30. At least. Come on, man. It's terrible. So I just had to get that out of the way. And then I got another thing for my quick takes. Jair Alexander. He plays cornerback for the Green Bay Packers. He got suspended for 1 game. Guess why he got suspended? Hold on, I'm going to take a squig. For jumping in the coin toss. They played Sunday in Carolina. They played the Panthers. And Jair Alexander jumped in the coin toss. Now, if y'all know football, you know the captains all meet at midfield to do the coin toss. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 guys from each team. They do the coin toss, call heads and tails. So Alexander jumped in and called whatever he called, heads, tails. He said that we on defense. He wasn't even supposed to be there. So guess what? He got suspended for conduct detrimental to the team today. And he said he from Charlotte, so he wanted to get his shine on. He wanted to put on for the city. You ignorant, dog. You done cost yourself a game check. See, that's what I'm saying. Some guys just do stuff like that just because. And I'm not even going to waste my time on that. I just saw it. He was trending. I wanted to know why. And I kept seeing that on my timeline. And I was like, man, this a fool right here. That's a damn fool. But anyway, let's talk some NFL before I get up out of here, man. We got some big games for the NFL. Week 17. But before I do that, let's look at these standings. You see the Dolphins right there. They haven't clinched yet, but they can clinch with a win over the Ravens or a Buffalo Bills loss. The Bills can climb their way back in contention. You see the Ravens right there. They can pretty much clinch home field and everything with a win over the Dolphins. So that's a big game coming up. You see the Cleveland Browns pretty much control their own destiny. They keep winning, they're going to get in. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, they may be out of it. They hanging on by a thread. Look in the AFC South, you got 3 teams at 87. It's wide open for any of these teams. Houston was in the driver's seat. CJ Stroud has missed a couple games. He should be back this Sunday. They're getting healthy, and I expect Houston to win that division. I really expect Houston to win the division because Jacksonville ain't doing nothing, in my opinion. Trevor Lawrence has been getting hurt every game, and he's underachieving once again. And the Colts got Gardner Minshew, and they've been winning games that they don't supposed to be winning, but they lost to the damn Falcons last week. So I like Houston in the AFC South, but it's going to come down to week 18 who wins that division. And then you got the AFC West. I just talked about the Raiders. They can possibly win the division, but they're going to need the Chiefs to lose the next 2 games, and the Raiders got to win the next 2. And the Broncos right there too. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Broncos got to play the Raiders again. I'm going to look that up, but that's not – the Chiefs can lock it up. If they win and the Raiders and Broncos lose this week, the Chiefs can lock it up. But 9-6, and the way they've been looking, can't score for real like they used to. The Chiefs looking very gettable right now. So y'all keep an eye on that. Let's go to the NFC right here. You see, Philly controls their own destiny because the Cowboys lost 2 games in a row. Philly pretty much going to lock it up. They play the Cardinals this week. They should beat the Cardinals and go and lock up their not their home field, but lock up their division. Detroit Lions up there. They have clinched. Minnesota and Green Bay got a big game coming up. I'm going to talk about it in just a second. Pretty much an elimination game. NFC South, they looking like the AFC South. But the Bucks can clinch. If the Bucks win, Atlanta and New Orleans lose, the Bucks can possibly win that division this week. They actually play the Saints. They play the Saints this week. If they beat the Saints and the Falcons lose, then the Bucks clinch the South. And then you got the NFC West where the 49ers have pretty much sold that up. And you got the Rams and the Seahawks trying to get in the playoffs. I like how the Rams are playing. They're playing good ball, but the Seahawks have been winning close games. Geno Smith has been comeback kid, and they've been playing good ball. But them damn Rams, Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, that running back here, Kieron Williams, can't think of his name. I think it's Kieron Williams or Curran Williams. They playing good ball. The Rams playing good ball, and that's a team you don't want to play in the playoffs because they have been to the Super Bowl. They have been at the top of that mountain, and you don't want to play the Rams in the playoffs. Just letting y'all know that. So, hey, it's wide open, man. And I thought I had another slide up here. But anyway, I got a few games I want to talk about before we go. Tomorrow night, Thursday night football, you got the New York Jets against those Browns. That's 7:15 on Amazon Prime. The Browns are a 7.5-point favorite. If you're betting on the game, I'll probably take the Browns because they're playing good ball. Joe Flacco has done something. I don't know what the hell Joe Flacco done did. He done found the fountain of youth. He done went over there and got some vibranium. He done took some of the pimp juice. He done something because Joe Flacco over the past 3-4 games throwing 350, 400 yards a game, and he throwing some interceptions, but he throwing a whole lot of touchdowns, and they have been winning games. So Joe Flacco, that was a good signing for the Browns. And I don't want to say quarterback controversy because they still got what's his name? Deshaun Watson. They still got him. He's got to come back next year because you paid him all the damn money. And Joe Flacco, 40 years old. So this probably be Flacco's swan song, so to speak, if he can somehow get them boys in the playoffs and win a game or two. But I got the Browns winning that game because the Jets ain't got a damn thing over there. Saturday night, you got the Detroit Lions and the Cowboys. Cowboys at home this time, and they are a different team at home than they are on the road. The Cowboys kick ass in Jerry World. They do that. They win by a whole lot. But when they on the road, they lose, and they lose bad. So, Cowboys at home, they favored by 6. Detroit Lions are already clinched. I said the Lions was going to win, but I changed my mind. I'm going to take the Cowboys because they have to win. The Cowboys need this win because they still can possibly do some damage, and they could possibly catch the Eagles, but I don't see it. I just feel like the Cowboys need to win. They at home. It's a Saturday night. They should win. And DJ Seaway, this is for you. I'm taking the Cowboys to win the game on Saturday night. All right, Sunday. Here go a few. This is the big game. This is what me and JT was talking about earlier. The 11-4 Dolphins going to Baltimore to face the 12-3 Ravens. That's at 12 o'clock on CBS. Ravens 3.5-point favorite. I'm taking the Ravens in that game. I'm sorry. I love Tua. I love what the Dolphins doing. I want Tyreek to get them 2,000 yards, but the Ravens, they look like a different team. They look like a monster, and they want to clinch. The Ravens can win, and they can clinch the home field. This game right here is pretty much for home field advantage because let me tell you what happens. In the NFL, since they added that extra team in the playoffs, you got 7 teams that make the playoffs. The number 1 seed gets that bye, and they get that home playoff game. And they have home field throughout the playoffs. So that's very important. Very important, whoever wins that game. But I'm taking Lamar. I'm taking the Ravens, and I got Lamar winning MVP. This is a big one right here. You got the Raiders, 7-8 Raiders against the 87 Colts. That's a 12 o'clock game. They got the Colts favored by 3. The Colts are at home. I like the Raiders. I like what I'm seeing. Even though Aiden O'Connell only threw for 6 to 8 yard passing, they running the damn ball. They playing good defense. And the Colts, I just don't see enough from them. I don't know how they even got to 8-7, but I'm taking the Raiders to win that game. You got the 8-7 Bengals against the 9-6 Chiefs. That's at 325 on CBS. They got the Chiefs favored by 7 points. They're at home. Now, the Bengals have been winning without Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's been out for the season probably for like 6-7 weeks now. Jake Browning's been doing his thing. Now, he got benched last week because he played terrible. I think Jamar Chase is out. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win that game since they at home and they need it. So give me the Chiefs in that game. Now, Sunday Night Football. This is an elimination game right here. You got the 7-8 Green Bay Packers versus the 7-8 Minnesota Vikings at 7:25 on NBC. The Vikings 2-point favorites. I don't like what I see from that quarterback. I don't know who the quarterback is going to be. Nick Mullins threw 4 interceptions last week. They could have won the game. He was trying to force feed Justin Jefferson, and he kept throwing picks. They don't have a quarterback. They've been juggling quarterbacks ever since Kirk Cousins got hurt. The Packers, I think I trust Jordan Love a little bit to go on the road Sunday night and win this game. So give me the Packers because whoever loses, they're on vacation. They out of it. So that's it right there for the NFL. And like I said, I like Lamar as MVP. It's either going to be Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill, Offensive Player of the Year, because they've been playing outstanding. And Rookie of the Year, I probably would say C.J. Stroud. But don't underestimate Jahmyr Gibbs winning Offensive Rookie of the Year because Stroud has missed a few games. And Jahmyr Gibbs has been catching stride. The more carries he get, the more touches he get, it's the more yards, the more touchdowns, and the more wins for the Detroit Lions. I wish they would figure that out and start giving the damn ball to David Montgomery 30 times and Jahmyr Gibbs 15. Balance it out a little bit. Get Gibbs the ball 22 times, man, and see what he do with it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I got one more thing before I go. And I don't know if y'all can see this, but that's Luther Campbell from the Two Live Crew. Uncle Luke. Don't stop. Get it, get it. So he won't talk about Bama. Now, y'all, I had a little beef with Plies a few weeks ago when Plies was talking about Bama making the playoffs and stuff like that. So this is Uncle Luke talking about, y'all don't talk about this, but you keep Coach Prime on your mind. This ain't got nothing to do with Coach Prime, ladies and gentlemen. They talking about every wide receiver Bama in Bama's recruiting class in 2020 and 2021 has transferred. You know why they transferred? Because they couldn't cut it on the field. Because they got their position too. Because whatever reason. But guess what? Bama's still in the damn playoffs almost every year. Bama is about to win the national championship without those receivers from class 20 and 21. So Luther Campbell, he probably will never see this. He don't know who I am. But it ain't about Coach Prime, man. It's not about him. It's not. Just keep Bama name out your mouth and out your mind because it ain't got nothing to do with Coach Prime, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with it. And shouts out to Coach Prime. He doing his thing. But whatever Coach Prime got going on ain't got nothing to do with Bama. And what Bama doing ain't got nothing to do with what players ain't at Bama no more. It's all about those guys in that locker room, those guys on that field, and that coaching staff. So more power to whoever had played for Bama that transferred, went on to another team. We still got love for you. But at the end of the day, y'all don't make us go to the championship. It's all about who's in the locker room right now. So I saw that on my timeline. I said, man, what is Uncle Luke talking about? He must was drunk that night. But it is what it is, man. Some of these guys, they get on there just to hate on Bama for whatever reason. But whatever, man. And look at this, y'all. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Mikal Bridges has eaten Chipotle every day for the last 10 years. Is Chipotle that damn good? Is Chipotle that good? This man say he's eating Chipotle every day for the past 10 years. This is an NBA player, plays for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know, man. I don't eat Chipotle like that. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, if you say Chick-fil-A, it might be a different story. But come on, man. Please. And then I got one more thing I want to add. This for Deebo Samuel. I think Deebo need him a podcast because he been having a lot to say. First quote, we talking about Cam Newton. He said, Cam Newton, stop texting my phone, bro. You wanted me on your podcast after you talked about my quarterback. Now, Cam Newton, y'all know he got them podcasts. He talked about Brock Purdy, talked about Dak Prescott, talked about Tua, said there was some game outages. Now, Brock Purdy just came over a 4-interception game where he got exposed against the Ravens on criminal night. Deebo Samuel, he going to protect his quarterback, so I ain't got no problem with that. But then look down at the second quote. He talking about Michael Parsons. He said, I don't get why he's so bothered about what we got going over here, and you lost 2 straight games. Throwing a lot of shade out there, Deebo. You need a podcast, and you need to call it Who Wants Some? Who Wants Some of Deebo? Trademark that. Trademark that, Deebo Samuel. You can get on my show anytime. I'll talk to you. Hey, it just show me some love. Because I said what I'm going to say about Michael Parsons. I said what I had to say about Cam Newton. It don't mean nothing to me. I'm talking from a fan's perspective. Y'all some ball players. That's a whole different matter. But Deebo Samuel, your podcast need to be called Who Wants Some? Who Wants Some of Deebo? If you watch Friday before, you know what I'm talking about. So, all right, man, I've been on here too long tonight. This is the last show for 2023. I want to thank everybody for watching, everybody for following us. This is not the last show of the season, though. Not the last show. This is only episode 18. We got some more shows. Next week, we'll be on the show. We're going to talk about what happened over the weekend, all these games, especially Bama. We're going to see if we made the playoff, if we made the championship, who we playing. We're going to preview that game or whatnot. If we lost, we're going to cry together. We ain't going to cry because we don't cry about nothing. But we're going to do whatever we got to do to get over it. But I just don't see us losing. And New Year's resolution, man. My New Year's resolution is to grow this podcast, grow the channel, subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe, Sport Talk JB. And show more love to the people. Show y'all more appreciation. I got some things cooking up. I don't want to say too much about them right now because they still cooking. I got a big old pot. I'm going to just put ideas. I'm putting connections. I'm putting everything I got in this big pot. And I'm going to be like, go save them. Give me a big spoon. I'm going to give me a big spoon. I'm going to stir it up. And we're going to see what it tastes like. We're going to see how I come out for the 2024. So that's what I got. I got some stuff cooking up, man. Y'all will be the first to know, though, because I always love talking to my people, especially on Twitter X. Shouts out to everybody on Twitter X. And if you're watching, they go to tip jar. Because like I say, this is a non-profit, man. We don't get paid. I actually got to pay to do this podcast. So, but I don't mind because I love to do it, man. I love to be the voice of the fans. So, for everybody who tapped in with me, man, Sport Talk JB, shouts out to Anime's Wingstop. Shouts out to We That's Chicken and Shrimp, Jamaica Green, and everybody else, man. Title Tower, as always. Shouts out to them. I'm going to keep showing them love right there. Tide World Order, of course. Put them back on the screen. Tide World Order. Let me move that right there. There we go. And just so much, man. So much going on. So much to do. And really, I'm just getting started. So y'all stay with your boy. Stay tapped in with your boy, man. I appreciate all the love, all the support I tell y'all all the time because I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I got some things cooking for real. So y'all just stay tuned. Stay tuned to the YouTube and the Twitter and the Instagram because I post a lot of stuff on Instagram too. So with all that being said, man, my podcast partner DJ Seaway will be on the show next week. Shouts out to JT, Bama super fan, And shouts out to you, the beautiful people that watch this show all the time. I love y'all. And I'm out of here, man. Much love. Sport Talker with JP.